Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I'm Kim. This will be about a 30-minute gentle practice to open up the low back, side body, and give you a little bit of release, especially if you've been doing a lot of sitting, hunching forward, contracting through the front body. This should feel pretty good. So you may need something to sit up on, a block, blanket, and that's probably the only prop that you will need for the practice today, unless you like some other props for your final relaxation pose, maybe a bolster to put under the knees or under the back. So grab your things, come and join me on the mat, and let's begin. You can find your way into a comfortable space, so seated if you like, or bring yourself down onto your back. Find a little Shavasana here. You can extend the legs out, take the arms wide, and just let everything relax. Giving yourself a little time to arrive. Find this demarcation from the rest of your day. Just allow yourself this time right now for you, for your practice. There's nothing else for you to do right now. You're here. Enjoy this time with yourself, body, mind, breath, and spirit. As always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, compassionate, patient with yourself as you move through the practice today. Also, if you like, feel free to bring your focus to gratitude. What do you feel grateful for right now? What do you appreciate? Anything at all, something big, something small. Let go, relax, relax your toes, arches of your feet, soles of your feet, tops of your feet. Relax heels, ankles, relax your legs, front and back. Relax your hips and pelvis, your buttocks and your belly. Relax through your low back, mid back, and upper back. Relax through your torso, your rib cage, your chest, your collarbones. Relax your shoulders and your arms, your hands and your fingers. Relax your neck and your throat. If you like, rock the head side to side. Bring your head back to center. Relax your jaw, your tongue, the roof of your mouth, your soft palate. Relax your face, your eyes, your eyebrows, the space in between your eyebrows. Relax the furrow of your brow. Relax cheekbones and temples, forehead, scalp, crown of your head. Everything relax. Let go of any holding, gripping. Let yourself just melt down into the earth, whatever is supporting you, the floor, the mat. Allow yourself to feel supported by the earth. Bring one hand to your heart now, one hand to your belly. Bringing in loving energy to yourself. And release your hands, reach the arms up or overhead. Bring your feet and your legs together. If you are seated right now, just slowly take a moment to find your way onto your back. Stretch the whole body long. Reach up through fingers, down through toes, up through right fingers, down through right toes, up through left fingers, down through left toes. And then again, reach it all out, fingers to toes, and then let everything relax. Now bend your knees. Bring your feet to the mat with the knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Now take your hands behind the back of your head. And take a deep breath, and as you do, begin to tilt the tailbone down towards the mat, and you'll feel a lift through the back of the body. And then as you exhale, begin to lift your tail up towards the ceiling. Press your back down towards the mat, and then begin to lift your head, curl yourself up. And then again, as you inhale, you release the head back down. Begin to tilt the pelvis so the tail tilts down. You feel that arch through the back again. And then with the exhale, tilt the tailbone up. Back presses down towards the mat. You curl up, head, shoulders, torso, lift the elbows. And a few more times, follow your breath. Inhaling, head, shoulders, elbows come down. You find that arch through the back. Lift through the back, lift through the heart. And then again, as you exhale, tailbone tilts up, the back presses down towards the mat. You lift the head, shoulders, torso. And then a few more times, just rocking yourself back and forth, following your breath. Bringing in this gentle release of the back body that holds us up all day long, works so hard for us. And then bring yourself back to your starting point. You can release the hands from behind the head. Now draw the left knee in towards your chest and take your left hand to grab that left knee. Bring your right hand back behind your head again. And then as you inhale, again, you'll begin to tilt the tail down. You'll find that arch through the back. And as you exhale, tilt the tailbone up. The back will press down toward the mat. Hug that left knee in towards your chest. And as you do, curl yourself up and draw that right elbow over towards your left knee. Inhale as you bring it down. You find that little arch through the back, tail tilts down towards the floor. And then as you exhale, curl it up, hug that left knee in towards your chest, right elbow, cross the body over towards that left knee, curl yourself in. And a few more just like this. Inhaling, tailbone tilts down. Exhaling, tailbone tilts up, and you cross that right elbow over towards that left knee. Couple more. And then release, drop that left foot down to the mat, bend the right knee, take the right hand to that right knee. Now take your left hand behind the back of your head. And we'll inhale, tilt the tail down, find the arch through the back. Exhale, tilt the tail up, and as you do, you hug that right knee in, draw that left elbow over towards that right knee. Inhale, you release, tilt the tailbone down, find the arch through the back. Exhale as you curl it up, left elbow moves over towards that right knee again. You hug that right knee in towards the chest. Inhale, lower it back down. Exhale, curl it in. Left elbow over towards the right knee. Couple more. And then release. Now roll yourself over on to your right side. Stack your knees on top of each other and bring your knees out in front of you. You can rest your head on your right bicep. Now take your left hand around your head over towards your right ear. Now as you inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, lift your head up with your left hand. And then inhale, you lower your head back down. So you're moving the head with your hand. Exhale, lift the head up with that left arm. You feel that left side body contracting. And then inhale, you lower the head down. A couple more times, gently lifting and lowering the head with the use of the left arm, left hand. And then release your head down. Now, keep the legs stacked on top of each other, knees together, and pick up your left foot. Reach it up towards the ceiling. And then release that left foot down. Again, reach that left foot up towards the ceiling and release. A couple more times, lifting and lowering the left leg while keeping the knees together. And then release that. Now, all together, we'll lift up the head and that left foot. And then release the head back down, foot back down. Couple more, lift it all up. Left foot, lift the head. Feel this through the side body. Release it down. Couple more. And then release yourself down. Now take it over to your other side. This is a little somatics exercise by Thomas Hanna, who wrote a book called Somatics, which is awesome. Check it out. So we'll come to lie down now on our left arm, left bicep. Bring the knees out in front of you. Stack the knees. They don't have to be at a 90-degree angle. Could be a little further away from you. We'll take the right hand around towards that left ear. And now take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lift your head up with the hand. Release it down. And then again, you lift the head up and release. Lift up, release. One more time, lift up the head and release. Now keep the head where it is. Lift up that right foot, release. Lift up the right foot, release. Right foot lifts, release. And then one more time, lift up the right foot, keeping the knees together, and release. Now we lift it all up. Lift up the head, right foot, and release it down. Couple more times. You lift it all together. Right foot, lift up the head with that right hand, and release. Couple more times. And then last one, lift. Release it down, roll over onto your back one more time. Stretch out through your whole body. And then reach that right hand down alongside the body, left arm up along the ear. Begin to gently arch yourself over towards the right. And then come back up through center. We'll take the left hand down alongside the body, right arm up along the ear. Gently begin to reach the left hand down that left leg as you arch yourself over to the left, coming into a little reclining half moon here, but just nice and easy. And then back to center, draw knees into your chest, rock yourself from side to side, cross that sacrum, and and then bring it to center. Find your way up here. If it's okay for you, you could rock and roll yourself back and forth, and when you feel ready, roll yourself on up. And then come into a seated position. Shins crossed if that works for you. You could sit up on something here if you like to find a nice upright alignment of your spine. Let's reach the fingers up overhead. Finger pads come together, palms wide, sphere mudra or Hakini mudra. Reach up through the fingers, wiggle the side, waist long. And then palms together at your heart. Now begin to fold from your hips and walk the hands forward to your degree, whatever that is. Nice and easy here. And then we'll walk the hands over to the right. And then walk your hands back through center. Now walk your hands over to the left so your torso will come over this left knee, thigh. Keep that right sitting bone rooting down towards the mat. And then walk yourself back to center. Come on back up. Now switch the cross of your shins if you have your shins crossed. Let's take finger pads together overhead. Reach up through the fingers. Wiggle the side waist long. And then palms together. Hands come back down to the heart. Release the hands down. Again, fold from your hips. Walk the hands forward to your degree. And again, we walk the hands over to the right. Bring the torso over this right knee, right thigh. Back through center. Walk the hands over to the left. Bring your torso over the left knee, thigh here. And then walk it back to center. And walk yourself back up. Give yourself a few little shoulder shrugs here. And then take the right fingers down underneath the right shoulder. Left arm up along the ear. And keep the side body long. Gently fold yourself over towards the right. Reach up and out through the left fingers as you root down through that left sitting bone. And then back up to center. Drop the left fingers down, reach that right arm up. And then fold it over to the left. Reach up through the right fingers, down through that right sitting bone. And then back up to center. Find your way over onto your hands and knees. Bring it into table. Spread your fingers wide. Wrists line up under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Rock your hips from side to side. And then bring it to center, rolling through some cat-cow. Now inhale as you tilt your tail up. Soften your belly, draw your heart forward through the arms, lift your gaze. And then exhale as you press into your hands, round up through your back, look towards the navel, drop the tail down towards the mat. Inhale again, lift the tail, lift the heart, soften the belly. Exhale as you round it in, few more. And bring yourself back into your table. Tuck your toes under. Press down into your hands. Hug in through the arms. Lift the knees up. Glide your hips up and back into downward dog with your knees bent. Pedal out the arms. Pedal out the legs. Walk your legs out. Bend one knee. Straighten the opposite leg. Switch it up side to side. or just bend and straighten your knees. And then slowly walk yourself up to the top of your mat. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift up your belly off of your thighs. Lengthen out through the crown of your head so your torso is about halfway up, parallel to the floor here. And then soften the knees. Hinge from your hips. Bring your belly back down to your thighs. Release your head down. Grab your elbows or bring your hands down to the mat. Shake out your head. Nod your head. Rock your hips. Maybe sway your arms side to side. Bring yourself to center. Just drop your head down, let your head get heavy. And then take hands to your hips, bend your knees, lift your heart, come all the way up to stand, and bring your palms together at your heart. And release the hands down. Step your right foot in front of your left and over towards the left side. Reach your arms up. We'll take the left fingers to circle that right wrist and then fold yourself over towards the left. And then bring yourself up to center. Release the arms down. Step the right foot back to where it came from and then switch sides. Now step that left foot around in front of the right foot and over towards the right side of your mat. Reach your arms up. Take your right fingers to circle your left wrist and then gently arch it over to the right. And then back up to center. And we'll take it into some Krishna Lunges here. Bend your knees. Now we'll step the right foot around behind the left foot and over towards the left side. Come up onto the ball of that right foot. Both knees bend here. Reach arms up. Left finger circle that right wrist and you arch over to the left and maybe you begin to straighten that right leg. And then back up through center. Other side, step the left foot around and behind the right foot. Come onto the ball of that left foot. Arms reach up. Right finger circle that left wrist and then you arch yourself over towards the right now and maybe straighten that left leg. And then back up to center. Palms come back down to the heart. Turn to face the long edge of your mat and step your feet out wide, feet parallel-ish. And then soften your knees. Turn the right toes up towards the top of your mat. Bend both knees and rock yourself from side to side. And then we'll take this into a warrior two. Bend that right knee. Knee tracking over the ankle. Pressing over towards pinky toe side of the foot so that knee's not splaying inward. Root down into that left foot. Feel a lift through the left inner arch. Engaging through the inner legs. Lift up through the pelvic floor, up through the belly. Reach your arms out to the sides. And then take your hands down to your hips. Begin to straighten that right leg as you pull that right hip back, coming into a modified triangle pose, keeping hands on the hips, side body long. And then bend that right knee, bring it back into your warrior two. Reach the arms wide. And hands come back down to the hips again, take it into our triangle. Straighten that right leg, side body long, both sides. Bend that right knee, open the arms up, warrior two, and then release your arms down, straighten that right leg. Now turn that right foot in so feet are parallel-ish again. We'll take it over to the other side. Left toes turn to the top of the mat or the other end of the mat. Bend that left knee, knee over the ankle. Press down into the pinky toe side of that right foot. Turn on through the inner legs. Open the arms wide. And then hands to the hips. Begin to straighten that left knee. Pull that left hip back. Folding in. Side body long here. Triangle pose with hands on hips. And then bend that left knee. Open the arms again. Hands come back to the hips. Straighten that left leg. Pull that left hip back as you fold over to the left. And then bend that left knee. Open the arms wide. Release the arms down. Turn that left foot in. Hands to your hips. Now begin to fold yourself forward. Wide angle forward fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. Let your head go. And just rock yourself back and forth here, taking the weight into the heels and then towards the front of the feet, back and forth. And then you find that center point for you. Now begin to pull your hips back behind your heels. As you do that, walk the hands forward. Come on to your finger pads. So you're almost like you're pulling your spine out of your pelvis, feeling some decompression through the spine here. And then walk the hands back in, bring the hips forward to line up with the ankles again. Let's do that one more time while we're here. Draw the hips back, walk the hands forward, feel that length through your spine. And then hands come to the hips. Hips shift forward again. Soften your knees. And then lift yourself all the way back up. Step or hop your feet together. Let's take palms together at the heart. And now find your way back down to the mat. And we'll take it into a cow face pose here. So step that right foot over towards the left side. Left foot comes over towards the right side. So you've got your right knee stacked over the left, more or less, and the feet are out to the sides. And you could also sit up on something here, block or blanket. And then we'll reach the right arm up. Bend that right arm at the elbow. Drop the hand in between the shoulder blades. Then reach that left arm up. Grab a hold of that right elbow. And then stay here, or you could reach that left hand around behind you. Bend that left elbow and reach the left hand up. Maybe you can grab a hold of the right hand, the fingers, or you just reach the hands towards each other, or you grab a hold of your t-shirt. You can stay here, or if you like, begin to slowly fold forward, hinging from the hips. Spine nice and long. And then back up you come. Unravel the arms, and we'll switch the cross of the legs. So now you step that the left foot over towards the right side of your mat. Right foot comes over towards the left side. So now the left knee sort of stacked on top, feet out to the sides. So reach that left arm up, bend the elbow, drop the hand in between your shoulder blades. Take that right hand around, grab a hold of that left elbow, pull it in, then stay just like this. Or you reach that right hand around behind your back, bend the elbow, reach the right hand up. Again, maybe you can grab hold of your left fingers, or you just act as if, reach the hands towards each other, or grab your t-shirt. Want to make sure that your head feels okay and you're not knocking your head forward with your arms here. Then either you stay here or begin to slowly fold it forward. It might feel really different from one side to the other. It always does for me. And then slowly back up you come. Unravel your arms. Give yourself a few little shoulder shrugs. Find your way back down onto your back. Final relaxation pose. Legs wide, arms wide. Relax. Support yourself if you like. You can put a bolster under your knees or your back, or a blanket under your head or neck, or you could cover yourself up here if you like. Relax. Let go of effort. Just be. Stay here for as long as you like. The more time you can give yourself here, the better. And then slowly begin to flicker your fingers and toes and bring in some movement. Flutter the eyes open if you like. Bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, connect in. How do you feel now? And come back to your intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, compassionate with yourself. Thank yourself for showing up for you today, spending this time with you. Moving your body, breathing, being kind to yourself. Release your hands. Slowly roll yourself over to one side. And then slowly press up. Come back into a comfortable seat. Bring your palms together, your heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. May you feel safe, may you be healthy, may you be happy, may you live with ease, may your heart be open to love, compassion, and may you know joy. Namaste.